Hello everybody, thanks for joining me today. I'm Jackie and I create mosaics using sea glass, and today I'm going to show you my three-dimensional flowers. So when I'm making sea glass mosaics, I often make flowers within my pieces because I find a lot of triangular pieces when I'm searching for sea glass, and they really lend themselves well to making some flowers. And then I often put some hidden flowers in my designs and the whole bit. So I really love flowers. So I decided to try something really different, where instead of having flat flowers like this piece back here, this is a flower garden that I made and I've got tons of different flowers in that piece. I decided to try something where I piled the sea glass on top of each other in order to make some three-dimensional flowers. I didn't know if it was going to work out, but I'm fairly pleased with the results. So I'm going to give you a real close-up look at how I did that. So just to show you how I would typically make flowers, you can see in this piece where I've made quite a few flowers using shells and pebbles along with my triangular pieces of sea glass to make some really dynamic flowers. And then I have some where I've just arranged the pieces in the background, so there's some hidden white flowers there and there. And then I'll often put something special in the middle. And here's an example of a flower in another piece where I've just taken a whole bunch of white and arranged them around another piece of white, and then I put a tiny piece of red in the middle. So here's another example of a typical flower that I would make, where I would take a number of blue pieces and arrange them around a pebble. And this is using a mosaic style in creating my flowers. So in this piece, I really wanted to try something different. So what I've done here, on a single stem, I've created a number of different blossoms. So just look closely at how I typically arrange my sea glass. It's in a very mosaic style. I put the pieces together like a piece of puzzle, and then it reads like a mosaic. So the flowers here are quite different because what I've done is I've piled the sea glass on top of one another. So if you look at this large blossom at the bottom, there's big pieces of green at the very base layer, and then there's another layer on top of that, and then some seafoam pieces right on top to make like the buds in the middle of the flower. And then as you go up the stem, the flowers get a little bit smaller. But I've done the same thing on the next couple of flowers where I've done 3 layers of sea glass. And then on the next one here, I've only done 2 layers of sea glass because they get smaller as you go towards the top. And then on that little bud, I only have 2 pieces of sea glass. And then in the very top bud, there's only 1 piece of sea glass. So I think it creates quite an interesting effect going up the stem. But overall, I'm very pleased with the three-dimensional effect that you get when you pile the sea glass on top of one another. And I wasn't so sure about this when I first started. I didn't even do a demonstration on video as I was making it because I didn't know if it was going to work out. But I'm very pleased with the end result. So I'm going to make some more videos where I'll show you how I make these kind of flowers right from the start. So thanks very much for joining me today, and stay tuned and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you some more videos on how I create three-dimensional flowers. And until next time, happy sea glass hunting!